Okay, so this is the all-new Realme 11 5G. Now, ever since the 5G revolution last year, two things have happened besides the crazy 1 Gbps internet speed. Oof. A, if 100 phones were released in 2023, 90 of them were 5G, and B, almost all of these new 5G phones were pretty expensive. Like the starting price for a good 5G phone was around 20 or even 25,000. But now in 2023, these budget 5G phones have started getting better. But come on, 5G or no 5G, we buy phones looking at the overall package it provides and at the best price. So is the Realme 11 5G a good phone? Well, let's find that out together. Let's go. And before I begin, I must point out Realme has 3 phones in the Realme 11 series. At 30,000 there is Realme 11 Pro Plus. At around 25,000 there is Realme 11 Pro. Now there are 5 things that I find really interesting with this Realme 11 5G, and first would be the design. Like for starters, it is completely different from the other Realme 11 series. See, the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Plus have this vegan leather finish, but this one has this shimmery back. Also, this has a boxy design, but the in-hand feel of the phone is nice. Like, let me show you how much it weighs. So it weighs around 195 grams, which is pretty normal. Now I know looks can be subjective, but considering the price of this phone, I would say the Realme 11 stands out. Like if you're using it in public or outdoors in sunlight, the back glitters and people will take notice of this. Personally, I prefer subtle design, not the flashy looks. So I would prefer the black color of this version. Also, check out this camera island here. It looks like that straight face smiley. And yes, it does have that 108 megapixel camera. I'll come to that in just a moment, hang on. So from a design standpoint, I would say the Realme 11 5G is good. Plus you get dual SIM card slot plus micro SD card support, headphone jack, side mounted fingerprint scanner, which is pretty fast and accurate, so that's nice. Another interesting thing is the performance. So it comes with the all new Dimensity 6100 processor. This is the first phone in India to use this processor. Also the base variant starts from 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, and of course, if you want to further expand, you can use the micro SD card slot. So in normal day-to-day activities like browsing the web, taking phone calls and all of that, the phone's performance is decent. I didn't find any lag or anything as such. Now we also ran the CPU throttling test and it runs the CPU at 100%. So there was no heating issues or anything. See, the graph is all green. And we even ran Antutu benchmark. It scored around 4.2 lakh. Very similar to Snapdragon 695. But one thing to note is, just like Snapdragon 695, you don't get 4K recording here or HDR playback on YouTube. Like for the price, the performance is fine. Like we ran casual games like Subway Surfer, Candy Crush, all of that good OG stuff. There was no lag or anything, but let's play a heavier game, and heavier game means BGMI. So in terms of game settings, you get 40 FPS at smooth graphics, and yes, let's go. So the gameplay was good. Like for 40 FPS, it didn't get warm or there was any frame drop or anything. So yeah, I would say the performance of the phone is decent for this price segment. Now, the major highlight of this phone is this cute little smiley camera. And it's raining in Delhi. We are still shooting outside. Dinesh said that we are working very hard, so like the video. So this has 108 megapixel main sensor. We took a few sample shots, and since it's raining, I would say for the price, the camera performance is good. Now, there is a 3x sensor zoom feature. Let me explain. So you get a 108 megapixel sensor. Now in 3x sensor zoom, it only uses this portion of the sensor and gives you a 12 megapixel photo. So in theory, you should get brighter images, more sharper images, but that's just theory. In real life, I found the 108 megapixel mode on Realme 11 5G is good. Like have a look at this shot side by side. See, if I zoom in on the building here, it is more sharp and clear on the 108 megapixel mode. We even took a few night photos. The pictures were quite good, and even on selfies, you get a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and for the price, I would say the pictures are decent.
Coming to videos, it can shoot 1080p 30 fps, and this is how the video and mic quality is.
Also, you get a very interesting auto zoom feature. So see over here, if you go into the street mode and you tap on any subject, it automatically digitally zooms in and adjusts the frame, and you can take a nice portrait photo.
And on the front, it can do maximum 1080p 30 fps, and the video quality is okay.
Now the only thing that I felt was missing is the ultra wide angle lens, but other than that, the other two cameras are decent enough. Like this is what you get in budget phones. Another really good point for this phone is the charging. So you get 67 watt super whoop charging, so you can go about 50% in just 20 minutes or so. Plus this comes with 5000 mAh battery, which should easily last you 1 to 1.5 days on normal usage. And finally, the display. So you get a 6.72-inch Full HD Plus 120Hz display. Now, this display is pretty interesting because this is an IPS LCD display. That being said, the display quality is actually nice. Like, see, I'll play the trailer of Jawan. Colors and all are nice. Even if I tilt the phone, there is no color shift or anything. But of course, I'm not saying LCD is better than AMOLED. Besides this, you get a single speaker here. Like, have a listen. I would say the sound quality is like decent, like this is what you get with a single speaker. Now the only concern I have with this phone is the software experience. Like it comes with Android 13, which is good. Even Realme's update history has been good. But the Realme UI experience has a lot of scope for improvement. Like firstly, there are tons of bloatware. Like you have Snapchat, Josh, Daily Hunt and all of that. Even hot apps and hot games. Like fine, you can uninstall or turn them off. But even on the app drawer, see right on top you get this recommendation section. These are basically ads. But even if you look past that, what bothers me most is the thing, like if I install any app, even from the Play Store, see it gives me this separate screen and runs some security checks. I mean, come on, I'm downloading it from the Google Play Store. And this is not the first time we are seeing this. Even on the Realme 11 Pro and 11 Pro Plus, this was there. Now, a good thing is, there was a lot of issues on Realme's enhanced intelligence services, which reads all your details in background. This is turned off by default this time. Also, we don't have any confirmation on the years of updates, but we are assuming you should get 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of software updates. So yeah, that was our first impression of the all-new Realme 11 5G. So to answer the question, is this a good overall? Like the build quality is standout. Camera for the price is good. Performance and charging is also fine. Now for the past 2-3 months, we have seen a lot of good budget launches, good phones under 20,000. So if you need, we can do a best smartphone under 20,000, TechWiser style, 10,000 likes, we do it. On that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew.